It's that time of the year. The chainsaw, not really needed anymore with snow falling. It's time for some final service before it's put away. And in this situation, this chainsaw has a very specific problem. And that issue is with the carburetor. A chainsaw carburetor needs to be adjusted so that the chain doesn't move when the saw is idle. Problems with chainsaw carburetors are usually related to the fuel and air mix ratio. So, this can be fixed with some pretty simple adjustments. The idle speed can be adjusted if it's too high or too low. Other fixes can include replacing the fuel filter. Troubleshooting a carburetor also involves taking a look at the altitude at which you're using the chainsaw, if it's extremely high or low. Otherwise, not to be worried about. The first thing you might want to try to do is replace the fuel filter if the engine cranks but doesn't start. The fuel may not be getting to the carburetor. So pull the fuel filter out of the gas tank. You can use a piece of coat hanger or wire to do that. And if the filter is dirty, just replace it. Pull the old one off and insert the new one. Not a bad idea, realistically, to consult a topographic map and determine your altitude. Adjust the idle speed if you're operating the chainsaw over 1,100 feet above sea level. You learn something new every day. The third thing you can do, adjust the idle speed. Adjust it with the carburetor adjustment screw if the engine idles too fast or too slowly, or if the chain moves on idle. Start the engine and run it for a few minutes to bring it up to the correct operating temperature. Open the choke quickly twice. What this does is remove air from the system. Then stop the engine. Turn the high-speed adjustment screw anti-clockwise or counterclockwise until it stops. Turn the low-speed adjustment screw halfway between fully clockwise stop and anti-clockwise stop. The adjustment screws will be near the rope starter, pull, and on the side of the engine. They'll be marked H and L or in a similar fashion. Start the engine, turn the idle speed adjustment screw clockwise until the chain begins to move. Then turn the screw counterclockwise until the chain stops, and keep turning the screw a further quarter turn. Last, check for a smooth acceleration from idle to high speed. Open the throttle fully for a few seconds to clear the fuel, and then idle the chainsaw. Turn the low speed adjustment screw counterclockwise an eighth of a turn. If you experience hesitation when it comes to the acceleration. We're about to get that moment of truth here. Some last high pressure air being blasted into the carburetor box to ensure that the filter's clean and that no particulate drops into the fuel line. With the carburetor box back on, the question is, does it work?